you, J.K. Rowling, for making all of the friends that I have now for me. Unlike most people in the Harry Potter fandom who have been fans since they were the same age as Harry in the first book, I did not read the books until last year, which I was 13 then. I was introduced to the books when I saw the Half-Blood Prince previews coming on the TV, and I thought, that looks pretty interesting, I want to read the books. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter, which is probably a foreign idea to a lot of people, but we don't have to get into that. That's just, I wasn't allowed. So when I saw those previews and I was like, oh, I really want to see this movie, I asked my mom if I could start reading them, and she was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, she had come around, and I was a teenager by then. She was like, okay. So I got Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire, all from a thrift store, like, together. And I watched all the movies up until Half-Blood Prince, and then I spent all summer preparing myself to go and see Deathly Hallows when it came out in November. I was introduced to basically like Nerdfighteria and the Vlogbrothers and everything because I saw Hank's This Is in Hogwarts or Accio Deathly Hallows, one of those two videos I watched, and then I watched other videos of them talking about Harry Potter, and then I subscribed and I slowly got introduced more into the community. Then as I got introduced into that community more, I got introduced to podcasts and fan sites like, you know, MuggleNet and stuff, and then I started listening to MuggleCast, and still do. I don't really like Pottercast. Sorry, I like MuggleCast as my preference. Just to wrap up what I said earlier in my thank you to J.K. Rowling is that almost all of the friends that I have now, they love Harry Potter too, or they're Nerdfighters, which they love Harry Potter and they're Nerdfighters. And basically, I probably wouldn't have met them and become friends with them if it wasn't for our common interest in Harry Potter. You sit back and you realize, like, if it weren't just for these few books that she wrote, then I would probably have totally different friends and like totally different hobbies. Like, I'd probably be a super genius by now because I didn't spend my time like on Tumblr or whatever. But so yeah, just once again, thank you, J.K. Rowling, for making all of the friends that I have now for me.